Welcome, everybody, to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gomer, and I'm a podcast engineer here, and excited to bring you another episode of The Mastery of Connections with our own MC Holmes, Alan Holmes, or MC Holmes, so you like to go, or uh, our Master Connector, as I affectionately like to call him. So we are here every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 9 Mountain, 10 Central, 11 Eastern. Um, and so this show is all about making connections, resources, networking, and so on. Um, and as Alan likes to say, it's not about me, it's about we. So If nothing further ado, I'll bring in Alan here to kick us off. Welcome, Alan.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be. Mastery of Connections, Alan Holmes, MC Holmes here. Today we have an amazing guest. Happy holidays to you all, and what a perfect timing that we have for today. Her name is Marianne from Waikiki, a young lady that I have been watching for the past 4 years on the Happy Neighborhood Project. She hails all the way from Waikiki, and if we kind of reach out for the massive connections world. She is somewhere hanging out. Miss Marianne Waikiki, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You've got a lot of great information that's popping up. And sharing with your app games and I see a screen. Marianne, welcome to the Massive Connections. It is an honor and privilege to be here. Let us know a little bit about your story, how it came about, and perfect Perfect. Happy holidays, young lady. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Thank you so much, Alan. And what a great opportunity to be here as a guest on your amazing platform. You do so much for the military, and this platform is about the military as well. I'm here to talk about a lot of different things. If you want to ask me some questions in regards to hearing loss, really, that was my background. I went to school for audiology. I wasn't a master, but I did other things, and I got to be gifted in different things. And I want to share that with you as the world. And I have books, coloring books, T-shirts. I have app games. I have a YouTube channel. Because, Alan, the holidays are here, and we have a million moms and dads coming home from being of service now who can't hear their children or grandchildren. It's not about having a deaf person in your life. It's about our family, and they're coming home. And when they can't hear some things, and
Absolutely.
you want them to be a part of
Absolutely.
communication, these are books that are written for animation movies to bring our characters and our families back into life, into unity of peace, love, happiness, and things. So that's how I kind of created the books. It's a different journey. I'm so grateful to be here as a guest here and all that. And thank you for all the people for being of service who support it. Our military moms and dads. They're out there protecting the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard. And they're coming home and their children are learning so much. And we want to give them a gift back. And if they can't hear, we have educational books and coloring books to share that unity so that they can learn. Everybody wins. So thank you so much, Alan.
Not a problem. And hopefully our podcast engineer, Emily, is in the background, can pull up your website that, kind of share a little bit and educate us while she's pulling that up. And can you share a little bit about some of the maybe the recent projects as we come into the holiday season? What are some of the things that our listeners for those and Massive Connections and around the social media land learn about? What are some of you? Can you share some of your books?
Well, the website has been uploaded through EC Marketing. I'm Marianne Ambrose. I'm Marianne of Waikiki. It's a sign language name of a book author and Apple game developer. And through the journey, yes. And Christian Mendez uploaded the website. So the website is actsofkindnessseries.com. The creativity doesn't stop. We have folk man as puppet characters and the company behind us. And to kind of write these books, well, I do. And I see the vision of bringing them into animation movies. So the website is actsofkindnessseries.com. And we want to provide service to all these families with communication and sign language skills, and it doesn't matter what level you are or not. And again, it's a passion because I'm on your podcast, and a lot of military moms and dads are coming home and they can't hear. That's my background in audiology. I interpreted for a deaf man in Hawaii for over a decade, and we just want to share the good stuff. We have a lot of good stuff that is happening, and so thank you so much for having me here as well.
Well, not a problem. Not a problem. It's it is such an honor because as a veteran of this great U.S. Army 13 Bravo, I want to thank you for helping the veterans of this great country and those with disability and those can't hear. I understand that you are, if you want to share, maybe I'll go ahead for those who are listening and want to follow Marianne, and for those who are watching, maybe she can teach us. How do you say, you want to share a couple of signs that we can learn that is something is simple?
Of course. Thank you, Alan.
I think,
I always do peace. Hold yourself. It's called peace. Everybody needs it. Peace. Everybody does. Quiet your mind. Peace. Love. Hug yourself. Now breathe. Everybody has to breathe. Everybody needs a hug. I need a hug every day too. And then happiness is from your heart, and a thank you. Thank you is from the mouth. So peace, love, happiness, and thanks. And I want to share with you, I was on last night. I guess I got to share this with you. Tears of joy.
Okay.
I'm being interviewed, and which is a great thing. And guess what? And I'm talking about where's your vet? And guess what? Last night, my girlfriend, who is a retired veteran hospital nurse, knocked on my door last night. She goes, "Are you okay?" I said, "Of course I'm okay. You took me to surgery." It was such an amazing thing. Either I'm crying with tears of joy, but we were talking about that, knocking on somebody's life, and to do that, that was really impressionable. So thank you, Alan. And I know we talk about this. This is about the military, and my girlfriend, she's a sailor, knocked on my door last night to make sure that I was okay. So I want to share that you knock on your door with your veterans. Continue it on, Ellen. It was amazing, beautiful story to continue it. I didn't expect it, but thank you. So call on somebody. Do it. I remember I'm crying with tears of joy. It was a beautiful lesson that I learned, and that people are out there helping other people. So thank you. It was beautiful.
No, thank you, Marianne. And it is great to see the.
I didn't expect it, but she did. And she looked beautiful. So I just wanted to really, really share it because, Alan, I know you're a compassionate person that does all this work for military people as well. And she was a VA hospital rep. And guess what? She showed up looking beautiful, knocking on my door. You go, "Really?" She goes, "I just want to check on you." I go, I'm fine, because you took me for my surgery and everything. And we laughed and we hugged. I want to share this so much because it's so important. And thank you. If I'm crying with tears of joy, it's joy. And because this is about our holiday seasons. This is about the veterans and all that. And you know what? There are people out there. They're retired nurses. They're retired. They want to be of service. And guess what? I got that knock on my door last night. It was beautiful. Beautiful. It was beautiful. She gave me a shot, but anyway, you know what? You sometimes don't want it. It was beautiful. It was just beautiful. Thank you. So I'm crying because it's stupid, but you know what? I'm sharing that with you, Alan.
No, never. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well,
Anyway,
not
so
it is a tears of joy. And well, no, Marianne, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing your vulnerability. It is showing you that that is really saying that you're passionate. And speaking of that, that passion, just checking on Emily, maybe pulling up that website here. Share a little bit about. I heard through the rumors that there is a 37-hour um, um, thing with Santa Papa. I believe that Santa Papa has supported you in the past. And thank you, by the way, for EC Marketing for All for putting together an incredible website. I know Christian Mendez does well. Share a little bit about the, you know, something when you work with Santa Papa and passionate for those reading to the children out there and to those who are essential workers during this holiday season. I know you had an amazing support in part for that. Can you share that? Uh-oh. Marianne, can you hear me?
I can hear you. So yeah, Santa Papa John is amazing.
Okay.
Through the whole journey and everything, and being here and an author, a sign language interpreter, and doing that, and being a good community service. And yeah, we always have to upgrade and all that. And what a great support system. The world of ability. My creativity goes and changes every single day. And everybody does too. But we are there. And these are the books that I wrote in creativity, leaving a major lesson in life, or peace, love, and happiness, and thanks. And through my team and World of Ability and Clean Water Foundation, moving and relocating it gives you a different vision of what can be or cannot be and what can happen. And so, you know, my gift was I was over in the island of Oahu, and I love it. And I got to interpret. I got to do everything I wanted to do. And I'm here. I'm here this morning. I wrote the books. I'm leaving a legacy. I'm leaving a legacy for vets. Guess what? You know what? My friend last night, she was a retired veterans hospital nurse that knocked on my door last night with pearls and looked classy. She's like, "Are you doing okay?" I said, "I am." I said, "I am." I said, "I had the eye surgery. I'm done." And how cool is that? And I want to share that with you. And I didn't expect that. And so sometimes things happen and you have friends and family. So call on your vet. And she knows I'm writing the books and we're doing all this stuff to get back to you. But what a Christmas joy too as well. And so again, we have a lot of people out there. Leon McLaughlin, he's bringing water units to worldwide events. We gifted them the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind books and a water unit through a grant. It's called Awesome Foundation. Now, Alan, everybody can apply for it. Everybody can apply for $1,000. I'm not a gambler, I never was, but I like to sit there and write these grant kind of things and go, gosh, I wish I want it. And I did. And guess what? I gifted the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind my books and coloring books and a water unit. So everybody can do that as well. And there is grants out there. It takes time and moving forward. And it's an honor being a speaker out there and feeling like I want it now. And but you know, I've got to move and be interviewed with Jay Stoyan from the Disability Channel, Kurt Roscoff, and all that. But where does that money go? And we are giving back to it. So I'm applying, Ellen, for all these awesome foundation grants for $1,000 to bring water units to veterans hospitals. So thank you. I mean, it's a lot of creative work. I sit at home, I write, I'm on the computer.
I see your book here there on the screen. Can you share, let Emily is scrolling through, if you can share a little bit what we see here, and for those who are listening in the world, I love the website, love the YouTube. Can you share that a little bit?
Absolutely. Well, the website was revamped up, and through our friends, through Happy Neighborhood Projects with EC Marketing. So we have the bells and whistles to do all that stuff. And yeah, so those are the books. My intellectual property is Dr. Liddy, who I met through, I was an interpreter in the state of Hawaii. And through Happy Neighborhood Projects, I volunteered my services, and that's how things happen. So, we want the best for the world. And some days we can't do it. But these are things that are happening in regards to climate change, ocean cleanup, bullying, and so this is my reflection back with the books of being an interpreter and how to handle some different things or not handle things. And this is my gift to you. So on Christmas Day, Alan, everybody can download that book. And it's called Underwater Acts of Kindness. And, my passion is too hearing loss. And that's what I went to school for. So if I change careers, change directions, or change my path of life, it still is. And so I'm leaving a legacy here with you, being interviewed by you, Jay Stoyan, The World of Ability. Emily, thank you. And these are opportunities for people to learn basic sign language skills. And then we went through a pandemic. What do you think happened? People wore masks. They didn't know what to do. We have to sit 6 feet apart and can't hear each other. Imagine, now we have 1 million people now coming home with a hearing loss. Why? That's not my problem. Why did it happen? You talk with the politicians. I'm not getting into it. I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve. I'm here to give you a gift. That these are opportunities of a communication style that's different. And these are books, and we partner with Clean Water Foundation, and it's always something new. So they are on YouTube, and their characters. And Alan, my vision is really to bring them in animation movies with sign language. No one has done it, and I want to be that person.
Okay, and I see it looking like a picture of it. I see a picture of a gentleman wearing a green shirt there. Can you share a little bit about who we're looking at here on the screen?
Well, thank you, Alan. And the first book is called Underwater Acts of Kindness. Now, I lived on a boat in Hawaii. I was an interpreter over there, and all this garbage and plastic was floating around the sailboat. I wanted to know why. And I, woke up every day, and I went to the Union Church of Hawaii and had good times and friends, and wanted to know why. Why is this happening? Well, Suzanne Sims was my writer, and I interpreted for my good friend, Mr. Scott, who now is in San Diego. And I heard Lucy Lynch's voice. And I go, put this all into an animation movie. Anyway, so that's the general of the New Earth Army. And let me just tell you this, Alan. Thank you for asking. It's really passionate because Suzanne Sims' first husband was the late Colonel James Shannon that lived on the Big Island. And he wrote the movie Men Who Stare at Ghosts, or was influenced by it. And Suzanne Sims was her husband. And so she's giving me a legacy to use this work. And I loved it. And so we call the General of the New Earth Army. And we have points in there and everything. So I have a really good, compassionate writer. Her name is Suzanne Sims, that really uplifted more than I thought. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So And the general recruits Noah the hard of hearing whale to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. So that's the books, and they're the music. It's my heart, and I know the people over there, and I got to learn a lot of stuff over there. And yeah, and you also have the Triple Army Medical Hospital. So Ellen, again, you're interviewing me. So the not courageous thing I want to share with you too. I got to go up and visit Triple Army Medical Hospital up there, and I was asking for grants. And I met with the chief of audiology up there, and she's like, "Oh my God, I graduated the same school of Central Michigan." It was tears of joy. And I said, I wrote these amazing books. You know, our career paths changed, were different. And, you know, I just wanted to see them helping and changing and whatever. And she loved it. She cried. She cried. And
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
do
And
too. And I go, well, the universe has given me something different to do in a different way. And I'm not going to sit there, and I'm not an audiologist to do the hearing loss. I was an interpreter. I did it. I love the work that I did. The books are there. The books are now the meaning. We talk about ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, and climate change and their character. That's really my next vision is. Sorry if I'm sitting here kind of crying, but it is. It's passions of joy. And we want to give on Veterans Day. And I'm telling you that, Ellen, because I was up there. I was up at Tripler Army Medical Hospital talking to them, asking them for a grant. Okay. And it's a lot of work. And the universe will provide. So, and of course, we have a million people, a million moms and dads coming home from being of service now who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. So these are books that are gifted to be brought into animation movies like Netflix or whatever. And, you know, every platform changes, whatever. And let's make it happen, you know. You know, everyone's singing and
absolutely.
dancing with different characters and all that. Well, these characters have hard of hearing, they have a hard of hearing loss. And every character in my book does. So thank you, Alan.
No, yeah, I thank Emily and Kurt Ruskoff for and their access. We're sharing. I'm seeing your book here. I see that it's on the app store. I see it on Amazon. Can you tell a little bit about the downloading the book, where they could go or how they contact you? Because as we're looking at this, I see children's middle grade school rapid active kindness. Can you go explain it about, and thank you, by the way, World of Ability Podcast for sharing this with Emily. Go ahead, Marianne, if you could share us a little bit more what we're seeing here on the screen. I know October was anti-bullying month. We're in the holiday season. So this looks like a great gift for the families around the listening audience of the Mastery of Connections. You want to share that?
But yes, and I just want to share every month is a new day. It's like Christmas too. So yes, we did. Thank you. And we did Halloween was a sugar-free treat for downloading Rabbit Acts of Kindness No Bully, which was October is anti-bullying month. And now we have the veterans too. So I'm giving that for free to download, especially with my intellectual property attorney, Dr. Liddy Louise, who is in Miami. And we have created these amazing books. And we'll be doing World Water Day. And that's through Fussy Librarian, who I met some other friends too. You know, we sit around and we talk conversations and we get to learn a lot of different things. And, you know, I showed up at the San Carlos Yacht Club. I met an author. I got podcasts. I'm introducing people. What a great journey. Sharing the good news. So I would have probably never done some of this stuff if it wasn't for my friend Judy that I met down here. So people can download the books for free. Of course, we want to get them out there. And you can hear the story. It's also on Audible. And it's on Audible. And I went into studios to do that. And I apologize. I'm still having some issues with my eyes. So if I'm not I'm speaking, but and there we go. And you can see that too. So
Well,
sometimes
not
I can't see some things, but
Well, not a problem. We have you back here at the Massive Connections. The fact that you took your time out of your busy holiday season to come join us with the Word of Ability, I want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you, Emily, for showing the for the website. Kurt Roscoff, my brother from another. I don't know. He's lingering in the background somewhere. I don't know if he wants to come in and has any other questions, because as we do this, we always like to. Kind of have as a co-pilot, Mr. Kurt Roscoff, calling all Kurt's, Captain Kurt. Is he out there? There he is. We have been interviewing Marianne Ambrose of Waikiki in an incredible show with a platform. Very few things keep me speechless. Mr. Kurt, as my sidekick from Massive Connections, share a little bit more. Maybe you have some question for our wonderful guest as Marianne is signing in the background. She taught us a lot. Sir, do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? Do you have any great words of wisdom in the Massive Connections? Go for it, sir. He's frozen.
All right. Thank you,
Oh,
Alan. Thanks, everybody. Good to be with you here again, Marianne. So yeah, working with Marianne, we've been able to get right in and get the book, Underwater Acts of Kindness, those folkman as puppets. We have Dr. Fingers here. We heard about the general. We have general, and we got Shaka the shark here. Look at that. We got Octo the Eighth, King Octo the Eighth. Look at this. So yeah, this is a complete set here, and you saw on the website how you can hop on your mobile phone and your smartphone and get those app games, and this is all on its way to animation films. The whole idea is to bring this to life, to put it to practice. And Marianne is signing right now, so we're considerate of folks who are deaf or hard of hearing. And in the book, when we're referring to the lyrics, the book has the lyrics right in there, so someone can't hear the lyrics, they can appreciate the lyrics right in the book, with the reading. So what a wonderful project you have your Marianne, what you're bringing out to the world. And here at Mastery of Connection, the idea of acts of kindness, what a way to help grow your connections and to be a stronger player with those that you are connecting with. All of the virtues of happiness, peace, love, joy, thanks, gratitude, all this stuff that really fills us up as humans and really helps us experience life at a higher energy level. So Marianne, tell us a little bit more about before you got inspired with acts of kindness, and how this ties back to your history of sign language interpretation. Tell us more of before acts of kindness, before you got into authoring these books, before you thought of the app games. What was all happening before you did this that inspired you to bring this to us?
Well, Kurt, I was on a conversation too with Dr. Laura on the Disability Channel, and we were talking about our past kind of things. And I kind of remember growing up and in school, and I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear. I don't think I was mislabeled with it, but I couldn't hear it. And I didn't hear the bell. I was a troublemaker, but I couldn't hear. So different kind of levels. And, I just kind of, in kindergarten, you're putting the dots down there. You're doing all your things that kindergartners want to do and all that. And I don't know. They never said that I'm going to work with the deaf. And you tell your mom, I go, that's what I want to do. So the universe showed me. And, we have to break out of it some different times. But I don't know. The energy was there. I went to school. I went to school for audiology. Sign language interpreting. I just loved it. Psychology, and that was it. I became a social worker with the deaf, and for about 4 years. But it was time to move on. And but it is still there. And so I did other careers, and things happen in your later life. And I went to Hawaii, and guess what? I met my best friend Scott. I laughed. I had so much more fun with him, so much more joy, and he taught me so much more interpreting and all that. And we're mainlanders, but we got to be out on an island, and I bring up stuff too. Call it when I'm out speaking, or I work for different other companies too as well. I bring good content and creators too. And of course, I did that. I got paid very well. That ended. Um, but that was fun. And I had a really good time with them. I do. I miss them. And he had me bring these books into it. And I walked down to the mall. I go, oh my God, these are these characters. How would you do that? And the creativity just started. And you see animation movies doing this, but no one has ever done anything with sign language characters. And I go, well, let's take it off. Let's make it move. Let's make it happen. So I'm grateful that I have other people and a team member to help me take that puppet off, do this. And it's a storyline. And to bring them in animation movies. Because 30 years ago, I saw Disney when they came out with stuff. Didn't really think about it. Now we do. I have a different passion, I have a different meaning, and I want to express my creativity and skills as well. And we know the audience is there too as well. So what a great journey I have had. You say lost. I did. I lost a lot of friends and family. We went through a lot of big changes here. Climate change worldwide, COVID, social spatial distancing, and all that. But I've been here for you, Kurt, and I've signed for you. And I'm so grateful that I got to do it. The courage to bring this stuff up and to leave a legacy, and to know that there are other people are going to value that. And we know that too as military moms and dads coming home from service. So again, I talk about, because my background is in audiology, and we're talking about veterans coming home. Give them. I have tinnitus ringing in my ears. What can you do to help me out? I have vertigo. Things change. I have paralysis now, I think, on my other side. And that's part of my life and aging. But if I'm leaving a legacy, that's the beauty of it. And I want to thank you. Last night, it was just not perfect to end my story talking about it. But my friend, she was a veteran nurse, knocked on my door last night. And I thought, oh, we're going to do the blinds. And it was her. She looked nice in a dress. She had pearls on. And I cracked up and I laughed. I said, oh my God, what an angel. What an angel. Because we're talking about veterans showing up for veterans. I'm signing and interpreting, and you're checking on me. And she gave me a shot, which I needed. Okay. We all need that. But how cool was that? The universe did provide. And I just wanted to share you that momentum. And we want to keep that momentum going out there for everybody. It really was. And so we want to share that too as well. If I'm still kind of rambling on and talking about these kind of stuff, these are characters to bring into animation movies that are going to impact people and families' life as well. And that's my vision. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Alan, for having me on today. You know what? She knocked on my door last night. That was so cool. Thank you. Thank you for what you guys are doing too as well. That was really important when you guys were talking about check on your vet. She did too. Tears of joy. So If I'm crying with tears of joy, I am. I think it is amazing. And there you go. And let it happen. Because I didn't really expect that last night. And then she did. So you did your work.
Yeah.
You guys all did your work.
Thanks for
You guys did your work.
Yep. This is what we enjoy, Marianne, everybody out there. And so in the mastery of connection, one thing that we can be aware of is the greatest healthcare crisis known to humankind is social isolation. So when we talk about our veterans, check your vet, it is so important to make that connection, to find out, with veteran service officers, with the VA, with a group like Project iHeart, projectiheart.org. We have Santa Papa John has created the Warriors Beacon of Hope.com to create a directory of all of the veteran services out there all across the nation, and to really help create that access for veterans to know what is there for resources and ways to connect, mastery of connection. And, so for people who aren't as much quote unquote in the veteran community, let's use mastery of connection to inspire us to be a part of the veteran community. We're not a veteran, but we can be a part of the veteran community because it is an all hands on deck initiative. At Project iHeart, we take a concerted effort combating veteran suicide by spreading hope to veterans. And here at Mastery of Connections, we can, suggest that it starts with a connection, just being there. A lot of times it is just like Marianne reports, just to have a welfare check to just say, how are you doing? What's on your mind? And to be able to have somebody there to communicate with is very important. And, I served 10 years as an EMT. And one thing that I learned after my decade of service was how a unique experience with emergency medical services that the deaf and hard of hearing community makes. Here in the state of Wisconsin, a decade ago, I was a part of our state created emergency preparedness toolkits for the disability community, and the Council for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. They're the ones that inspired it, because the idea is when I am an EMT, the National Registry of EMTs taught us to verbalize. And this comes out by, the Society of Orthopedic Surgeons. They're the ones that, navigate the future of ER services, emergency room services. Orthopedic surgeons are the ones that, drive that, and all the standards of the National Registry for EMTs. Verbalize. But when someone in the community who's deaf or hard of hearing is not hearing you, we have to retool our EMTs to say, check and see, check your citizen who's deaf or hard of hearing, because they need the visuals, they need the cue cards, and so forth. So that's what they have. They have, typical things that go on in an emergency response, and they have a cue card so that the EMT can show the card and they can point to the card to help the EMT know how to best serve that citizen who's deaf or hard of hearing. It is just very remarkable that if you open yourself up to the space of what are all the considerations of all other people and what you're doing connecting and what you may be missing, it was quite insightful for me, an introspection and self-examination for me to be like, wow, to be in my 40s and I'm first thinking about how I have not been there for someone who's deaf or hard of hearing in these situations was quite profound. So what an opportunity we have in our life experience to keep in this schoolhouse of mastery of connection and consider, how else can I connect better, and how can I connect more, and how can I be available to more people? So with that, Alan, I take it back to you. Where are we now with Mastery of Connection, this show?
Wow. You're gonna ask me, your father, that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mastery of Connections, that's what do my resident, I call him Captain Kurt Brainiac, brother from another. As he was talking, and sharing this. And we know I will watch the Marianne signing. This is what we have when you have the Master You Connect. You never know what you're going to get. So Marianne, as we close and come in, please share where, other than Active Series of Kindness website, how do they get a hold of you? Please share your phone number, your email, whatever you feel comfortable, because this is going out to the social media world. And then we'll bring in our boss, Miss Emily Gomer, to close out and kind of let us know what's going on for this holiday season. Marianne, back to you.
Well, thank you again, Alan. What a great interview yesterday too. All the teamwork through the Disability Channel, awesome foundation grant, Clean Water Foundation, and EMC Marketing, JV Directory, everybody. Thank you so much. I join in and I get to meet so many people. And I want to thank you so much. And I hope you learned lessons from me too as well. And thank you, Kurt. What a great ending of the story. So you can visit actsofkindnessseries.com. And it's the books are up there, and EC Marketing helped me out do it. The YouTube will link you there and all that. And that's my service back to the world. So thank you for being part of the service. And I want to really thank you. My friend, she was a veteran nurse. She knocked on my door. She showed up beautiful with pearls and goes, "How are you doing?" How impressive is that? Tears of joy. And so we want to share the acts of kindness. Do it. Do it. Okay. Thank you. I didn't expect that, but that was really, really cool. And thank you, Alan, for being here. So again, we have 1 million military moms and dads coming home from being of service who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. There's books, characters out there. Learn basic sign language. Learn the ASL. Will help with communication. And that's my gift to you. And the great stories and bring it to the world. And we're going to do that in 2025. The Lay on the Clock and Clean Water Foundation. What a great opportunity, Alan. I'm emotional today, but it really was. So we talked about it, calling your vet. And guess what? My friend did that. Wow. Thank you, Kurt, too, as well. I'm here to do it, help you as well. Thank you. Mahalo, I'm Marianne of Waikiki, and aloha.
Aloha, and thank you, Marianne. As we are signing off, Emily, you want to go ahead and close out, and kind of thank you for being in the boss in the background. Go ahead and close us out, Emily. What you say, you, as Kurt says.
Okay, thank Marianne for coming on today, and everybody who is tuned in. Again, we are here every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 Central. I'd love to have you come on. Let us know if you are interested in being a guest, and encourage everybody to check out all of our social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and so on, and some of the other great people we are working with, like Zach Clayton of the Pack Channel, Marcus Hardy of Transforming Media, Jay Stein of the Disability Channel, Lawrence Wingate of Wingate Studios, and Earl Williams of the Midwest Medicine Podcast. Great work that they're doing. But I think Marianne had to close us out as to play this Lucy Lynch song here.
Love is the only way.
So let me see.
Love is the only way. So we're finishing the next book. So I got my mindset with music and animation.
Here we go.
Books. Love is the only way. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Alan. Mahalo. Thank you, Lucy Lynch, Matthew Lynch, everybody in the island of Oahu, Clean Water Foundation, the Disability Channel, Jay Stoyan.
And she's saying that the one I put in your her website.
Sorry, I saw this. It's fine. Isn't that such a beautiful song by Lucy Lynch? That's her voice. That's her message with the Acts of Kindness series. I want to bring them an animation movie. Love is the only way. Can you imagine everybody else signing and dancing with that? Of course, everybody does. So, peace, love, happiness, and love is the only way. There you go. 2025. Let's find the animation funding. Aloha. I'm Marianne of Waikiki. Thanks so much, Kurt. Master Connector, always. Veterans, thank you. Thank you for being in service. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, and the Coast Guard. Military moms and dads are coming home from being on service now who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. These are educational tools that you can utilize in your family for free. Zach Clayton, our miracle Christmas gift this weekend, the YouTube channel, all that. The new characters come out and learn the ASL, clean your spelling alphabet, and enjoy that with your family. Okay? Aloha, I'm Marianne of Waikiki.
Aloha. Thank you.